Manisibulisele kuwe mbukeli ekhaya. Ndikwamkele kwinkqubo yethu ethi into ikwiSpice. Apha eSouth Africa betinani masikeni kulate. Namhlanje sincokola ngomba obaluleke kakhulu, which is women on women power dynamics in the workplace. Sijonge kakhulu to working in a toxic environment. Khumbula, emsebenzini uchitha ixesha lakho elininzi. Therefore kuyabaluleka into yoba i-environment okuyo yi-environment eza empower you so that you can thrive at what you do. But wenza njani xa usebenza ngamandla akho onke but you are met with backbiting, jealousy, pulling down, uzana le idea hayi bayikrasha. So I've got two lovely guests, which is Zimkhitha Mabhanga and Lerato Nxumalo. They are going to be sharing their experiences, but also they're going to be sharing their opinions and how we can combat, or how we can make sure that women know that we're working for the same goal. And for that, I want to make for them a very easy dish, which is creamy mushroom chicken. Here are the ingredients. I'm going to pair that with basmati rice. So I've already got cooked basmati rice. Well, you cook it according to the package at the back. And then I've got spinach, I've got mushrooms because it is a creamy mushroom dish. And I've got onion, I've got coriander, I've got yogurt, a plain yogurt, and I've also got a fresh cream, a cup of fresh cream. But everything starts with marinating. So I've got chicken, I've got sun-dried tomato, I've got our lovely spice of choice from UCC Spice. It spices it nice. It's absolutely, it's got that tang, man. It's absolutely nice. And we've got thyme, we've got garlic flakes, we've got butter, we've got paprika, and we've got Willow Creek olive oil. So we are first going to start with marinating our chicken. But before that, nazindwendwe zam. You know why?
No.
Okay, let's keep it there. Let me sip and mind my own business. Letunana, welcome to Into ikwiSpice. First and foremost, siyancokola siyapheka apha. So ndiyanazi mnane, but umbukela kanazi. So can you just tell us who you are? I'm going to start with you.
My name is Lerato Nxumalo. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mom, married for 18 years. I've got 2 kids. Currently, I'm running a company, my own company. We do renewable energy, property development, and facilities management. I'm really excited to be part of the show.
I'm excited that you are here. And when?
Okay, Nguz, Zimkhitha Mabhanga. I call myself a rural girl because I grew up in the rural areas of the Eastern Cape, but I've been in Cape Town now for 20 years, so I came here to study and then I never left. I run my own PR agency called Ukanyiso Consulting, and I've got 2 children, and I'm also married, so it looks like we are.
And any entrepreneurs, yes. And you are married. How's that life, guys? Like, unjani la life by entrepreneur and ube gunkoskas as well, and ube ngumama. How's that? How do you find balance, guys? Let's start with you.
I don't know that you ever find balance. I think it's a journey. I always just say that being an entrepreneur is like life. Today you win, tomorrow it's a bad day, and we learn as we go along.
Yeah. And
For me, I think for me, you just need to find a very supportive husband because when you are a dreamer, you wake up tomorrow wanting to do that, and then you wake up tomorrow. If you do not have an understanding husband, then you are in trouble. So for me, the balance, like Lorato has said, I don't think that you ever find it, but you try and navigate because first and foremost for me, I'm a mother. I'm a wife, and then the entrepreneurship journey. Then it's just part of my life and part of who I am. I think I've learned to realize that I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. So balancing, it's a tough one, but you just have to make it work.
All right, Nimavile, but balancing is a tough one. Well, guys, I want to make for you creamy chicken and mushroom. Are you familiar with it? Niyayipeka, niyapeka phofu, the entrepreneurs.
Of course, we
try.
You try. Okay. So I want to make for you a very easy dish for us busy women. It's a creamy chicken and mushroom. I'm going to pair that with basmati rice. I've got all the ingredients. After the break, we'll be cooking, but most importantly, I want us to talk about the topic at hand, which is women on women power dynamics, working in a toxic environment. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I've got lots of prizes to be won, but you gotta stay tuned so that uzayiva yonke lento. Okwango, evenkileni. Kabetnan, masken kulate. Kabetnan, masken kulate. If you've just joined us, welcome to Into Ikwi Spicy. Sichilo ke namhlanje sincokola about women on women power dynamics or power struggles. And we're looking at toxicity. Hey, indawo toxic emsebenzini. Nanje sinqolana. And to help us in that conversation, we've got Uzimkita Mapanga, Nolorato Nxumalo, who are going to be taking us through their own experience. But ndifuna uqala ke marinate in chicken because I'm making creamy chicken and mushroom, and I'm pairing that with basmati rice. So marinated chicken. The spice of choice for marinating our chicken is Spice It Nice from OCC Spice brand. This is, so you basically spice it both ways. Diyasithanda ke esi spice because sinalandi babarach man imnandi. Babarach imnandi kakhulu. So you can get these from Discam or Food Lovers. And for that beautiful color, I am going to use some lovely paprika just to give us that nice and beautiful look. I say paprika. Okay. One of the things that I like about the spice is that it's got shakers, it's got cool, hard labor. Hard labor. You are no. Okay, and then just to join everything together, I am going to use the Willow Creek olive oil just to join the story together. And I'm gonna go in with my hands and just make sure that everything is coated nicely. So after this is coated nicely, this will go into the oven, 180 degrees preheated for 30 minutes. 180 degrees. Right, ladies, I am not cooking alone, chilo masne. So, ngubani into anamandla. What's well? Okay, this is it, it's well. Okay, so I'm gonna give you, so get any mushroom. You can chop it anyhow. Really, it goes into the pot. And then also this is spinach esangena into our sauce. So you can chop it anyhow you want to chop it. In the meantime, now I'm going to start with the sauce of today. But I want to ask you, man, are the signs ozibona uqome yesana apha utoxic le ndawo? In fact, iyaqala toxicity apha. Are there signs that we must look at?
No, absolutely. I think control is definitely one of the signs that the environment is not going to be conducive.
How that? What do you mean by that?
Umuntu ma asefuna umve man
Umuntu sifuna ukuthi
Like you must feel them, you must feel them.
xa
you know,
engena
yeah.
funeka isikhomba ingenile ibhokrolo.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ayisana. So
Yeah.
these signs, what are the
Yeah.
other signs pertaining umsebenzi, you know?
Yeah, when when somebody overloads, my expectations, they are unreasonable. I think that's also one of the signs where you get overloaded with work, for example, or just deadlines that are unrealistic. I think that, yeah.
Zim, do you have have you experienced this one firsthand, and what did you do in the situation?
I think for me, I just want to go back because I think the red flag starts from the job description when you actually apply for the job. The ad, those ads where they actually say that you must be willing to work, literally, I'd put it this way, overtime, and you must be willing to work on weekends, you must be willing to work on public holidays. Those things that you must be willing to, but then they are not willing to actually pay for that time. So the signs, the red flags for me, now that I think about it, they start from there, but then we just ignore them because you are actually desperately maybe looking for a job. So for me, it starts there. I think for me, the signs, the question was that, so did I ever experience it? I've experienced it more than once. I would say, I started seeing the signs. Ulirato has just said it now.
Xana ukhona, ayingena, in fact, nangu Joe Matola, ungenile.
Mavakala mandla am ndisangene nje emnyango into yobana actually ndim ophetheyo apha, so you guys must just bow to me. And you start realizing that the more you deliver to the expectations, the more they just want more. There is never satisfaction. I've read somewhere that those kind of people are those that are actually called narcissists.
So basically what I've just done here, I've sauteed the onion, and then after that, dafaka a mushroom. You can come closer and see.
I think mine is done.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna add these as well. Dafaka a mushroom zetu, and then after that, then dafaka a coriander yetu. You can smell that. It smells absolutely divine. You can smell that if you want to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add garlic flakes. They are from Osisi Spice. Garlic flakes. Oh,
Coming together
it's
so
coming
nice.
so nicely. It's coming together so nicely. And can I have those? I'm not going to add all of it. I'm going to add these upper. And then what we are currently doing we are doing a sauce that the chicken yethu must come back to this sauce. So, and I think I'm going to use some spices. Give me just to spice it nice from OCC Spice. And I'm going to add a bit of thyme there just to build our dish there. And then just at this point, it's very easy, perfect for working moms. Your family your tribe could be eating in less than 45 minutes. Nice. That is a yogurt. So it just starts getting so nice and creamy there. And then we then introduce our cream. So quick.
Oh, nice.
Our cream there. And then it starts to settle nicely. Up until this point, I need to then go and fetch my chicken, add it, and allow it to join in together. So, chicken yethu say ready. So, in the funeka siyenze, we want to introduce it back into our pot. Imnandi ke say ready, so say flavor say khona. Siyayifaka phana back into our sauce and allow it to just simmer with sauce yethu, and then ibe ready. It is perfect for working moms like us because wow, awufuni uthi usuka endaweni toxic uphinde uzopheka ukutya ukude. Otherwise uzawuphela ubaphekela wrong umntu abantu because ku-toxic bakhe bathi narcissist kuda abantu bazi-narcissist apha ngaphandle. So this is basically so you have to coat it nicely into the sauce. Oh, it looks absolutely divine, guys. Do you want to see it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to see it? In fact, even better, do you want to taste? Just taste so that you will divayo nam.
Why do you make me taste?
Yeah. Okay, that's, oh wow, absolutely nice, ne?
Very divine.
Okay, all right, okay, you
my
can put
mom
it
said,
right here.
very divine.
Even if so you can put it
Divine
right there when you're done. Basically, ke siyayivala ke guys, and then after that, batya abantu in no time. Well, uvile ke bukeli ekhaya sithilo ke sathi I've got lots of prizes to give you. I've got Usisi Spice hamper which we give away week in and week out, and this time around all you have to do is to just take a picture of yourself, tag as many friends as you can, and also tag Usisi Spice. We will choose the winner. The one we've got more friends is the one that's gonna win this show. But also we've got a hamper with 4,000 Rand from Willow Creek, and all you have to do is just take yourself again watching the show and then tag Willow Creek and tag all the other sponsors. After the break, we're going to be, number one, devouring this lovely recipe, but also we're going to be talking more about what we can do, because again, we want to know about kungenza kanjani manje kuba thina manina understand ubana sisebenza for a common goal, and also how do we then empower other women. But ngoku evening gabetnan masken kulate gabetnan masken kulate. If you've just joined us, ubuphi sana uphosiwe but awuphoswa kakhulu. Inkqubo ithi into ikwiSpice kamla mntu Lisa, and namhlanje besincokola about women on women power struggle. We're looking specifically about toxicity. Oh, toxic uqomba xa ufuna uphangela ngomvulo. But we made also creamy chicken and mushroom, and we paired that with basmati rice. And now we're gonna do a taste test. But before a taste test, then Chiloge, that I've got lots of prizes to win. And this time around, I've got a hamper from Only Realty Property Partners for Life, and they are giving you a voucher or a hamper worth 1,000 Rand, and it's got cookbook there, it's got aprons that are branded, and it also has a girls' night voucher. All you have to do, take a picture of yourself watching the show, tag Only Realty, tag Usisi Spice, tag Willow Creek, and also tag at Cape Town TV, and the winner will be announced on the last episode. Guys, I think must taste. They were gone. Can I have a rice, Lena, and can I dish up for, I think let me start by dishing up for Lorato. Thank you, my darling. All right. Are you as hungry as I am, guys?
I am hungry.
You are? Okay, I think right, Leo. And then, okay, do you want a bit more? Okay, all right, ne? All right, let me dish up for myself. And then after that, the moment we've been waiting for, boo, 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 boo. Our creamy chicken and mushroom. Nengaxesha beniyitaste nitshilo nathi mnandi, so ke kafuneka nixelele umbukeli ekhaya kuba injani. Can I start with you? Just look at how silky the sauce is as you dish. Absolutely nice and silky. Woo! Okay, let's dish up for you, Lorato. Okay, right there. Ooh. Absolutely divine. Absolutely divine. You can pair that with a nice side salad on the side. It really depends on you. And I think I'll just do the drumstick because wow, umpeki uhluta esapheka. Uhluta esapheka. So then bekele phasi. All right. I think before we do anything, let us just taste. Let us do our taste test. Even if I should say so myself, actually absolutely
It's very nice.
divine. So I want to ask guys, as Cecilia, and I will start with you, Zim. How did you experience this toxicity? Just take us maybe through a very short story. And how did you overcome? Did you have to resign? Ithini into?
Okay, I'll talk about just one story. So at some point, so I was working, and while I had my child who was also on grade 0, and so almost during the school holidays, you take your child to the, what do you call it, to the holiday care. So we holiday care iphela 12:30, and therefore, and I was working far, so then I had to leave work and go and fetch my child and then finish off work at home. So that's what I suggested to my then boss, that okay, this is what is going to happen in this week. For the whole week, I'm going to leave the office a little early, rush first my child, and then I'll finish my work at home. And she was not pleased with that. But of course, she didn't have a choice, because I was like, I have no other choice, because I don't have somebody that is going to fetch my child. And so, and then it so happens that 2 weeks later, I lost my uncle, who was like a father to me. And when I went to her to tell her that, okay, my uncle has passed away and I have to go home and prepare for the funeral. And then she just reminded me of what that knows him. You have been leaving the office early to go and take care of your family. Like, so when I leave home, when I leave the office and go to fetch my child, what did I do? Did I get home and not work? Because I got home and then I started working again. And in fact, when I work from home, that's actually when I actually work more, because I don't close my laptop until at around 8 o'clock, maybe at 7 o'clock when we're having dinner. So in fact, when you're working from home, that's when you actually work harder. And I was like, okay, so, I mean, you can't remind me of something like that on the day that I'm telling you that I've just lost a relative of mine. You know, it's like it just didn't make any sense. So on that particular day, that's when I silently resigned.
Okay.
So for me, then to protect myself, I was like, okay, I'm silently resigning. I'm just gonna detach myself from what's happening. I'm gonna go home, bury my uncle. Then when I come back, I'm just gonna see how I'm going to deal with the situation, because clearly this thing it's not gonna get better. I mean, I thought that maybe at some point it's gonna get better, but unfortunately it's not gonna get better. So how do I then find the coping mechanisms, detach myself, do the work, and know that this is the kind of person that I'm dealing with, not empathetic, not caring, and the surprising part is that this is a female who's not as old, because I thought that maybe somebody who would act in that manner is somebody that actually does not have children. She also have a child of her own. When she leaves the office and go and fetches her child and then come back to the office, because she doesn't stay far. For me, I cannot leave. I mean, a drive for 45 minutes, fetch my child, leave her at home with a helper, and then go back to the office, because it just doesn't make any sense. For her, it's the office and the home are actually not far apart. So I was like, okay, silently, and that's what happens in the corporate environment. People silently resign, detach themselves, and then deal with the situation in whatever manner that they feel like.
All right. So what do you think wena is the reason why man singakwazi ukusebenza sonke as amanina?
Yeah, I think, first of all, you can be something you are not. You don't automatically get into the corporate space and become something that you're not. So I think the fundamental problem is how we are raised, perhaps, as women. Why is it okay for Mama Zala, you know, to ucindezela umakoti, you know, to ill-treat umakoti?
Trigger warning!
Yeah, so we accept that in the home and in the social environment, and we think that it's okay. And I think that's the fundamental problem that causes it. It's in the way, I mean, the other day, my daughter has recently had a birthday, for example. And we made a party. She had 8 of her friends. They came over. And she got an invite. A friend is having a birthday. And she says, oh, she's having a slumber party. I think I should get one too. So also that competitiveness of girls, where we say it's okay. How do we raise our girls? How do we train them to say you have to celebrate another girl's success? You have to, and it starts there. You know, as mommy, you don't say, okay, yes, let's make it bigger, so that next year it's your party that's bigger. So I think at home it's where we can actually address some of this problems. And sometimes I think it's also trauma, because some ladies have suffered a lot of trauma, betrayal from friends growing up, and they made a resolution in their hearts that, you know, once I have power, I'm gonna make, yes, exactly, yeah.
Uvile ke mbukele ekhaya ithi lento iqala phaya ekhaya usabakhulisa abantwana bami. Thank you very much, ladies, for being part of the show. Really, I think umphulaphuli uye wa identify with Nina, and also I ebona la job description ithi, can you, it's written as a job description, trigger warning, ibhokolo iyeza. So I've got these lovely prizes from Only Realty that I have for you. Please pass this one to Lerato. And I've got,
Thank you.
because you just don't go empty-handed in the show. You can put it on the floor for now. All right. So, well, that's it for us. That is the show. I hope you've learned something. My name is Nwabi Salisa, and the show is Into Ikwi Spice. Till next week, goodbye.